Hello, dear students. Very good morning. I hope everyone is doing good and safe at your homes. So, I am Nandashri. I'll be handling biology and chemistry for you. So, you know that already matter in our surroundings chapter is already started. I'm going to continue with the topic. So, students, as you already learnt about different concepts about matter in our surroundings, like what is matter and how this matter is made up of, what are the different states of matter and its properties you have learned, and also effects of a change of pressure and effect of change of temperature in states of matter we have learned, right? And in today's class you are going to study about evaporation. So students, do we always need to eat or change a pressure for changing the states of matter? Do we need to apply our temperature? So can you quote some examples from everyday life where change of state from liquid to vapors takes place without the liquid reaching the boiling point? You know that boiling point means it is a minimum temperature at which liquids are getting converted into gaseous state. That we call it as a boiling point. There are some instances or some examples that liquids can directly converted into gases without reaching its boiling point. Okay, without reaching its boiling point, it can be converted. Suppose when a water is left uncovered, or it will slowly changes into vapors, and even a wet clothes will dry up, right? Even in the sunny day. So these are all the examples that it does not reach the boiling point, but it will be converting from liquid to gaseous state on without any change in its boiling point. Okay, so students, we know that the particles of matter are always moving, right, and are never at rest. Take for example balloon. So the gas molecule inside the balloon is always moving around it, right, and it is never at rest and at a given temperature in any gas, liquid or solid. So there are particles with different amount of kinetic energy. Kinetic energy means the energy during movement. For example, if you are moving from one place to another place, the energy utilized, that we call it as kinetic energy. Suppose if you are at rest, we call it as potential energy. So the particles of matter are always moving and are never at rest at a given temperature in any gas, solid or liquid. So there are particles with different amounts of kinetic energy. It means, so in case of gases, the molecules will be fastly moving. It means they have more kinetic energy. So liquids have less kinetic energy compared to gases, and solids have less kinetic energy compared to liquids. But the particles are moving. The amount of energy is less. Okay. Students, consider this is a beaker and water. So in this case of liquids, a small fraction of particles present at the surface of the liquid. Okay, surface of the liquid illi particles iruttalla idu. So these particles at the surface, they are having higher kinetic energy. They are having more kinetic energy. And this is able to break away. So break away from the forces of attraction of other particles. Like idr madhya iruvanta force of attraction ideo, it will start to break between the particles. The force of attraction will break and these particles is get converting into liquids. Ee particles ellanu gases agi convert agutte. So in case of liquids, a small fraction of particles at the surface are having higher kinetic energy. So it is able to break away from the forces of attraction between the particles and it will get converted into vapors. So this phenomena of change of liquid to gases, liquid in the vapor state ge convert agtirodu. So that too below its boiling point. Its boiling point has not reached. So below its boiling point only it is get converting into a vapor state. This phenomena we call it as a evaporation. So once again we'll know the definition of evaporation. The change of a liquid into vapors at any temperature below its boiling point is called evaporation. ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಲಿಕ್ವಿಡ್ ಇಂದ ಗ್ಯಾಸಸ್ಗೆ ಕನ್ವರ್ಟ್ ಆಗ್ತಾ ಇದೆ at any temperature, but below its boiling point, not above boiling point or up to boiling point, below its boiling point only. So this we call it as evaporation. Students, now we'll study factors affecting evaporation. What are the factors that affect the rate of evaporation? So let us understand this with an activity. So just take a 5 ml of water in a test tube and keep it near the window or under the fan. And in another test tube, take a water in an open bowl alli tagondu you just keep it near the window or under a fan. And take a 5 ml of water in an open cup and keep it inside a cupboard, okay, so or in a shelf in your classroom or in your home. So you just record the timing or day taken for evaporation process in all the cases, ella cases like open cupboard agirbodu, test tube agirbodu, china dish agirbodu, idella. So in out of these three things, in which case the rate of evaporation is more? So means in case of the open cup ಅಲ್ಲಿ ನಾವು ಫ್ಯಾನ್ ಅಂಡರ್ ಇಟ್ಟಿದ್ವಲ್ಲ ಅದರಲ್ಲಿ ರೇಟ್ ಆಫ್ ಎವಾಪರೇಷನ್ ಜಾಸ್ತಿ ಇರುತ್ತೆ. ಟೆಸ್ಟ್ ಟ್ಯೂಬ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಇಟ್ಟಿರೋದ್ರಲ್ಲಿ ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ ಕಡಿಮೆ ಇರುತ್ತೆ. ಅಂಡ್ ದ ಕಪ್ ವಿಚ್ ವಿ ಕೆಪ್ಟ್ ಇಟ್ ಆನ್ ಕಪ್ಬೋರ್ಡ್, ಸೊ ಅದರಲ್ಲಿ ಇನ್ನೂ ತುಂಬಾ ಕಡಿಮೆ ಇರುತ್ತೆ. ಸೊ ವಾಟ್ ಆರ್ ದ ರೀಸನ್ಸ್ ಫಾರ್ ಆಲ್ ದೀಸ್ ಥಿಂಗ್ಸ್ ವಿಲ್ ಲರ್ನ್ ನೌ. ಸೊ ಫ್ಯಾಕ್ಟರ್ಸ್ ಅಫೆಕ್ಟಿಂಗ್ evaporation. Increase in surface area increases rate of evaporation. If we increase the surface area of the liquid we have taken, in that case rate of evaporation changes. Next, increase in temperature increases rate of evaporation. When you increase the temperature, evaporation will also increases. Next, decrease in humidity. Humidity means the amount of water present in the air. So if the humidity is less, then rate of evaporation will be more. And also increase in wind speed increases the rate of evaporation. Wind speed ಜಾಸ್ತಿ ಆದಾಗ rate of evaporation ಕೂಡ ಜಾಸ್ತಿ. Let us study one by one. Increase in surface area increases rate of evaporation. So we know that evaporation is a surface phenomena, right? So if the surface area is increased, suppose ಈಗ ನೀವು ಓಪನ್ ಕಪ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಇಟ್ಟಾಗ ಎವಾಪರೇಷನ್ ಜಾಸ್ತಿ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ ವೆನ್ ಇಟ್ ಕಂಪೇರ್ ಟು ಕ್ಲೋಸ್ಡ್ ಒನ್, ಆದ್ರಿಂದ ಸರ್ಫೇಸ್ ಏರಿಯಾ ಕಡಿಮೆ ಇರೋದ್ರಲ್ಲಿ. ಓಕೆ ಸ್ಟೂಡೆಂಟ್ಸ್, ಸಿ ಯರ್ ನೌ ಐ ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ಟೇಕನ್ 2 ಬೌಲ್ಸ್. ಓಕೆ, ಒಂದು ಬೌಲ್ ತಗೊಂಡು ಟೆಸ್ಟ್ ಟ್ಯೂಬ್ ಅಂತ ಕನ್ಸಿಡರ್ ಮಾಡಿ. ಸೊ we have kept water in both the containers. Okay, out of these two, which one will show more evaporation rate? Or idರಲ್ಲಿ ಜಾಸ್ತಿ evaporation ಬೇಗ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ, ಇದರಲ್ಲಿ evaporation ಬೇಗ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. So in case of this one, evaporation becomes faster compared to this, because the surface area ಅಗಲವಾಗಿದೆ, ಇದ್ರದ್ದು ತುಂಬಾ ಚಿಕ್ಕದಾಗಿದೆ. ಸೊ ಸರ್ಫೇಸ್ ಏರಿಯಾ ಜಾಸ್ತಿ ಇದ್ರೆ evaporation rate ಕೂಡ ಜಾಸ್ತಿ ಇರುತ್ತೆ. Okay, the evaporation rate will be more. So in case of this, so it will be less compared to the first one. So evaporation increases, so increase in the surface area. If the surface area is increased, the rate of evaporation increases. For example, while putting a clothes for drying up, we spread them out. ಅಲ್ವಾ, ನಾವು ಬಟ್ಟೆ ಒಣಗಾಕ್ಬೇಕಿದ್ರೆ ನೀಟಾಗಿ ಸ್ಪ್ರೆಡ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀವಿ. ಯಾಕೆ? ಸೊ ಸರ್ಫೇಸ್ ಏರಿಯಾನ ಜಾಸ್ತಿ ಇನ್ಕ್ರೀಸ್ ಮಾಡಿದಾಗ ಇದು ಕೂಡ ಸೊ evaporation ಕೂಡ ಬೇಗ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. So this is the best example. This increase in temperature increases rate of evaporation. With the increase of temperature, more number of particles get enough kinetic energy, alva. So they'll get more kinetic energy. As the kinetic energy increases, they will be converting from liquid state to vapor state. Increase in temperature increases the evaporation rate. Next, come to decrease in humidity increases rate of evaporation. What is meant by humidity? ಏನು humidity ಅಂತಂದ್ರೆ? It means it is the amount of water vapor present in the air or moisture present in the air. The air around us cannot hold more than a definite amount of water vapors. Okay, so it has ಅದು ಕೂಡ ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ amount of water ನ ಮಾತ್ರ ಹಿಡಿದಿಟ್ಕೊಳ್ಳುತ್ತೆ. If the amount of water in the air is already high, ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಹೈ ಇದೆ ಅಂತಂದ್ರೆ ಸೊ ಎವಾಪರೇಷನ್ ಆಗೋದಿಲ್ಲ, ಎವಾಪರೇಟ್ ಆಗೋದು ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ ಕಡಿಮೆ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. ಸಪೋಸ್ ಹ್ಯುಮಿಡಿಟಿ ಕಡಿಮೆ ಇದೆ, ದ ಅಮೌಂಟ್ ಆಫ್ ವಾಟರ್ ಇನ್ ದ ಏರ್ ಇಸ್ ಲೆಸ್, then the rate of evaporation will increases. So this is about the third one. And next one, increase in the wind speed increases the rate of evaporation. So it is a common observation that clothes even will dry faster on a windy day, even if there is no sun. So clothes can be dried. So with the increase in the wind speed, ಗಾಳಿ ಜಾಸ್ತಿ ಆದಾಗೆ ಕೂಡ evaporation will also be increases. As the increase in wind speed, so that particles of water vapors will move away with the wind. Wind ಜೊತೆಗೇನೆ it will carry away. So it will decrease the amount of water vapors in the surrounding. Water vapors irodu kadime ಮಾಡುತ್ತೆ. So this is how the factors will affect the rate of evaporation. So surface area, temperature, humidity and wind speed. So this is about the factors affecting evaporation. So students, I hope all of you have understood. Thank you.